In this initial segment, I want to give a brief explanation of how to install Moodle, how to install new plugins, and how to add a new theme to Moodle. Installing Moodle is a fairly complicated process, and I would recommend that you find someone who has a web design background as well as PHP and other coding abilities. But if you would look to do it yourself, you can go to the downloads section on moodle.org, select downloads, and then you want to go to standard Moodle packages. So once you get to the standard Moodle packages section, you're going to encounter many different downloads. On the side here, you can see the different versions of downloads. In this case, we can see Moodle 2.1.2 Plus. This is the most current and stable build that is available for download at this moment. But there's many other versions available for you, Moodle 2.0.5, and as you scroll down, you can see all of the different versions available. I would not recommend downloading any of the legacy versions, as they are no longer maintained, there's not a lot of help for them, and many of the plugins, themes, and other modules that are available no longer work on these legacy versions. Once you've decided which Moodle platform you'd like to install, in this case Moodle 2.1.2 Plus, you then need to look below and see what it requires. In this case, it requires PHP 5.3.2 and MySQL 5.0.25. If you don't have a clue of what these mean or what they are, I recommend that you find a qualified programmer that can then help with the rest of the installation. If you are brave enough to continue on, the next step is to download the installation package, which you can find here on the side. Without going into too much more detail, I want to direct you to the Installing Moodle page on moodle.org, which is docs.moodle.org/21/en/installing_Moodle. Here you will find a full set of steps that will direct you on how to install Moodle for your educational institute, and you will begin to use it within a short amount of time. Once you have correctly installed Moodle and you've been given an administrative role on the website, you are able then to change the look and feel of Moodle for your institution. As you might have noticed, Moodle in its basic package is aesthetically lacking. There's a mechanism for changing Moodle into a different theme, and the first process is to go to Downloads. Once you're in Downloads, you need to find Modules and Plugins. And under Modules and Plugins, there's both an old themes database as well as the new themes database. Because we're working with Moodle 2.1 in this situation, we're going to go to Themes. There's many different themes, and as you can see, it says the name of the theme. It gives a brief picture view of what the theme is going to look like, as well as it shows what Moodle it requires. In this instance, Moodle 2.1. Once you've decided on which theme you want to install, you then need to enter into the themes part of the website. In this instance, we're going to enter into Aardvark. Once you enter into the information on the theme, you're able to do a couple different things. Number one, you're able to see the different types of download versions available. If I press here on download versions, we find that there is only one download version available, which is Moodle 2.1, and it is a beta version, meaning it is still in testing. Go back to the description, and we're able to read up a little bit about what others have said down below in the comments, and also see one screenshot of Aardvark. If we'd like to, we can always go to the website of Aardvark, but for this instance, we're just going to stay within the page of Moodle. One other area that you can go to is more documentation on this plugin. If you play more documentation, here we are at the information section of Aardvark 2.10. And at the very beginning, you can see the author, Sean, has given us a screenshot as well as some information on the theme that he is offering. As you go down through the different conversations, you'll find that there's different information that different coders have mentioned to Sean, the author. And Sean has created solutions for some of the problems and issues that they have found using this theme. If you're interested in installing a theme, it's good to read through all of these different issues to see if maybe you will encounter some of these issues on your install. It's good to know that you have a stable theme before you're installing it onto your website. Once you're satisfied that the theme is going to meet the needs of your institution, you then need to begin the process of installation. The first step is to download the latest version of the theme. Once you've downloaded the package of the theme that you would like to install, you then need to unzip it. My Mac automatically unzips the folders when downloading, and right here I have the folder downloaded and on my hard drive called Aardvark. It's good to have this on your desktop as you'll be able to access it easily later on in the install process. For this next step, you need to have FTP access to your server. In this instance, I'm using Transmit to help me access my FTP. So here I am, I've accessed my FTP, I have all my information already saved, and it'll take just a moment to load. Here we are, now accessing my server in this moment, and then I need to go in and find where I have Moodle installed. In this instance, it's under HTTP docs. I then need to move down till I can find Moodle. Here I found Moodle. I need to open up my Moodle server, and then I move down until I find a folder called Themes. Once Themes is open, you can then see all of the different themes that I have installed already on my Moodle server. I'm then going to open up my desktop and find the Aardvark folder right here. And I'm going to drag that right over into my Themes folder. It'll take a few minutes to install the theme folder, and once it's installed, we then need to go to our Moodle website. I've now logged into my Moodle website using my administrative privileges. The next step is to go to Site Administration. Once you've opened Site Administration, you then need to open the Appearance column. Once your Appearances is open, you then need to go to Themes. You can see right here that Aardvark is correctly installed. If the theme that you're installing does not show up in the list, you probably did not correctly install the theme in the right folder or the right area. We then need to select the theme that we're going to use, so we're going to go to Theme Selector. We're now in the Theme Selector page, and you can see that there's 4 different devices that you can have different themes for. Number 1 is the default, which is a computer, 2 a legacy model, 3 a mobile, and 4 a tablet. For this case, we're just going to work with the default. So we're going to go and press Select Theme. You now see a list of all of the different themes that are available for your use. In this instance, we're going to use Aardvark. We've successfully installed Aardvark theme, and you can see that the look and the feel is very different. Once you've decided on your theme, and you have it all installed, you then need to begin to think about the functionality of Moodle and exactly what you would like to accomplish. Once you've decided your goal and your purpose for learning, you then need to think about what tools will be most effective to help that learning process. Moodle offers a plethora of different tools, plugins, and modules that will allow you to help your learning community. If you go with me to Downloads, and then to Modules and Plugins, you'll see that there's 2 different directories of Moodle plugins. There's the old directories and themes, as well as the new directory. For now, I'm going to focus basically within the new directory. Each module and plugin is a mini application within Moodle that allows you to perform a certain function and purpose. We're going to go into blocks. Once you're in the blocks section, you'll be able to see that there's a variety of options, from calendars to reports to Flickr image carousels that you can install. You need to decide what is most effective for the learning process of your school. I'm interested in the drag and drop file upload. Once I get into the drag and drop file upload section, I then see a very similar format to what we saw in the themes section. There's the description, download versions, and reviews of the product. You can see clearly that there is a Moodle 2.0 version as well as a Moodle 2.1 version of this plugin. For our instance, we would want to download a Moodle 2.1 version. So I'm going to go ahead and download the Moodle 2.1 version at this moment. Here on my desktop, you can see that I've now downloaded D&D Upload right next to Aardvark. Again, I'm going to go into Transmit. Utilizing Transmit, I access my FTP server and I go to HTTP docs. Then I scroll down to Moodle. Once you open up Moodle, then you need to look for the Blocks section. And you open up Blocks. And once Blocks is open, you drag D&D Uploads into the Blocks section. So here I am at our Moodle website, and I'm logging in for the first time after installing our module. The first time that you as an administrator log on to your Moodle website after installing a plugin, you get the upgrade page. The upgrade page demonstrates all of the different plugins and modules that you have installed and the ones that need to be finished to be installed. In this instance, you can see that the drag and drop says that it still needs to be installed, as you can see right here. So I'm going to go down to the bottom and press upgrade, stating that I want to add this module into my Moodle server. After upgrading, if you successfully installed the program, you're going to receive a screen like this where it says Block D&D Upload Successful. You then can press Continue. So once editing is on, you then can look here and see that all the different blocks are in this section. You can then come down to the very bottom where it says Add a Block. I then go Add, and I look for the Drag and Drop Upload, which is the plugin that we just installed. I then click on it and select it, and as you can see, the drag and drop upload was installed correctly. At this point, I'm going to turn the rest of this project over to my fellow presenters.